Sauce on me. I got drip. Flood the wrist. It's homage to the.
Hey kings and queens, welcome back to the channel. It's the girl Aneke. How y'all doing or whatever? How y'all doing or whatever? Hey. Hey kings and queens, welcome back to the channel. It's the girl Aneke here on Aneke Budgets. And on here we do cash stuffing, budgeting, paying off our debt, and mind our business, and not necessarily in them for orders, okay? So if that's something that you're interested in, go ahead, click that subscribe button, turn your notification bell on, click the like button, leave your 2 cents, your comments down below, y'all, and share this video with a family, friend, or focus. Even your enemies need blessing. But as you guys can see, we're talking about the true cost of home ownership, y'all, and this is straight from me, my experience, all the tea, so y'all can see if buying a house is really what you want to do in 2024, because baby hey, okay, so without further ado, let's get into the video. All right, so I have my book here, and we are basically gonna be going over some of the notes that I wrote down of things I want to talk to you guys about the true cost of homeownership, because baby, nobody told me, and when they told me it was too late, or you know, things that just to be aware of if you're going to buy a house, because what's tea, sis? So I'm gonna hand it to you. All right, so let me get my handy dandy notebook together. All right, so true cost of home ownership, right? So the first thing we're going to talk about is picking the house. Now, for picking the house, everyone loves to get their dream house, especially if this is your first house that you're buying. Like, oh my God, I want, you know, 2-car garage. I want to have 5 bedrooms, 4.5 bathrooms. I want to have a den, a cave, a man cave, whatever it is that you're buying and interested in. And that is great. But do you got the money? Okay, and so there is willing to give you all of these things that you want, you know, have 2 acres of land, but do you got the money? And you know, I commend you. That is your dream. It's a nice dream to have, okay, but we live in reality. So in reality, what can you afford? And when I say what can you afford, I don't mean the sticker price, y'all. I don't mean the price that they put on the website that's saying, hey, this is how much the house cost, child. That is not what we're talking about. What we're talking about is after all the things are included, whether that's your taxes, your insurance, all of those, every single month, what can you afford for paying for mortgage and everything, right? So, yes. So one of the things that I wrote down to check for when you're buying a house is location. 100% check location, because location matters. When I was buying my house personally, I wanted to be near a fire station, somewhere where I had good fire stations, somewhere where I had good schools, and a low crime rate. So that's basically what I did. And honestly, like, around my area is being developed more. Like, they're building houses more around the area, so there's more houses coming in, so more people, but it's in a good environment. There's rarely any crime over here, and the emergency services are good, and I can speak from personal experience because my alarm be going off and the fire department be coming, and then I've also had the police come to my house as well, and that was simply off of, hey, we had an alarm going off, what's up, because I got that ADT security, you feel me? So I wanted to make sure that crime was good, school was good, future development of the area was good. I'm also close to downtown. I'm like 8 minutes away from it, driving distance. So I'm like close to where people go for like partying and stuff on the weekend. So that's a good for me. And then because I'm in the military personally, I'm like 15 minutes from the base, something like that. So really good area for me or someone who is in the military and wants to go and buy a house. And I basically bought my house also with keeping in mind that I wanted it to be able to have children come and live here, like a single family home, because this was an investment property for me for my first home, not necessarily my dream home. And so now, since I bought my first house and I've learned a couple of things, I'm like, maybe we'll take a different route. So those are some of the things that you look for when you're doing location and picking the house, okay? So earlier I was talking about the space of the space and the things that you want. And honestly, you need to consider your needs versus your wants, okay? How long are you going to be living in this house for? And if you're going to be living in this house for an extended period of time, do you need all of this space? Do you want all of this space? Because the reality is that a lot of us, when we buy a house, sometimes we do live in Fantasyland and we buy a way bigger house than we need. I personally think I bought a way bigger house than I would need, but I understood that I am buying this house for investment and for families. And so this to me is like a decent house. It's a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bathroom. And so, you know, families and whoever, if they have multiple kids, then, you know, there's 2 rooms for them and a master bedroom. And then there's 2 bathrooms, master bath, and then an extra one downstairs, a half bath downstairs. So, you know, all the things. And then there's kitchen, living room, dining room. So yeah, when I bought this house, for me personally, it's way too much. But for families, I absolutely think this is a decent sized house and I like it. We already talked about it, but the housing sticker price, baby, if you are looking at the house, so you go on Zillow, right, and you're looking at the house and seeing how much the cost of the house is, baby, and they're telling you how much the monthly cost of the house is, baby, okay, what you need to do is go on the internet, right, go and find how much the average property taxes is. It's echoing in here and I'm talking loud, but it's okay. Go and find out how much the taxes is on a house in your area, because that's most likely what you're going to be paying on top of what your monthly mortgage rate is estimated to be. So my property taxes this year was $3,265. If y'all remember that number. It was a big number. You see, I remembered it, but it was about $3 grand. And so divide that into 12 and you add that on top of what they say you're going to be paying on that sticker price for the house. That's on top of the monthly payment for the sticker price on the house. So say your monthly payment is $1,500 for your mortgage. Well, if your taxes come out to, let's say, $3,600, just to make things even, and you have to pay $3,000 a month, oh, no, sorry, not $3,000, but $300 a month, now you're paying $1,800 in mortgage because your taxes will be included in your mortgage. I'm telling you the tea that they don't tell you. I'm telling you it right now. So sticker prices, always look out for those. And I already talked about it. So we talked about taxes and then the homeowner's insurance too. Homeowner's insurance, mine I think is $2,760 if I'm not mistaken. Man, I just need to remember these numbers because they're a little too hefty for my blood. But so yeah, let's say your house is your insurance for 12 months is $2,400. You're gonna have to pay that $200 on top of the $1,800 that you're paying now because you're paying for your taxes, and now you're gonna pay for your insurance. So where you thought you were paying $1,500 for your mortgage, now you're paying $2 grand because you have to pay $300 in property tax per month, and you have to pay $200 in insurance per month on top of what you normally pay in your mortgage. Now that is all that I pay, but I'm aware of PMI, so private mortgage insurance, and I do not pay private mortgage insurance because for me, I had a VA loan, and so my mortgage is covered by the government through the VA loan. But I'm pretty sure there's private mortgage insurance on property, and so that might be something too that you have to pay. I don't know how much that is, but take that into consideration when you're deciding, hey, what do I need versus I want in the space that I want, because baby, you will have to accommodate for all of these things and make sure that you can do it. Make sure that you can pay. So look out for those things, okay? Now let's go into the thing that no one tells you about unless they tell you about it. And this is the post buy-in information, which is your additional costs, repairs, and recurring bills, right? So for me, you guys see my budget. You guys see what I pay. I pay ADT security every month, $55.91. I think $53.91 is what it used to be, and now it's $60.27. I be watching my numbers. But I pay that every month because I want security for my home. Oh, I was looking at my iPad, y'all, it's on the floor. But I want security for my home because I don't want to be coming here and then somebody is all up in my house and is stolen or whatever it is. I do not want that. So I have secure ADT security for my home for protection purposes. And then you have to think about things like lawn care, right? So in my first year of buying my house, I used to pay my lawn care guy, I want to say $50 was the price of cutting the lawn every 2 weeks, and so I'll be paying him $100 for basically 7 or 8 months out of the year. So that's $800. Hello. And then after I was paying him $60-$70, I was like, wait a minute, you're doing too much, my boy. Doing too much. And so I ended up actually buying a lawnmower, a blower, I don't even know what the third one is, I don't remember. But and I have to cut my grass this weekend because my foot was broke 2 weeks ago, so I wasn't cutting it. But I have to cut my grass this weekend because it's getting a little too high and it's a little too, it's not cute. So I have to cut my grass this weekend. But lawn care is something that's very important. So make sure when you're buying a house, depending on how big you're buying to, you're responsible for that. And then I live in an HOA community. So if my lawn gets too high, they'll send me a little message saying, hey baby, fix that. I don't want to be like mind your business, but at the same time, they on that. So that's one of those things. And speaking of that, HOA costs, make sure, hey, if you're in an HOA community, if you're not, I personally would not have bought a house in an HOA community, but you learn what you learn, okay? And I learned it afterwards. So I would not advise buying an HOA community because mind your business. But like I said, some things, you have pros and cons. And so my house is an HOA, and this is just all the things that I learned post buying my house. So this is just the honesty from my perspective. All right, so I talked about lawn care. The other thing is when anything breaks in your house, you are responsible. You are responsible for anything that is broken in your house. This is not where you were renting at your apartment or renting out somebody else's house and they are responsible for any repairs. No, anything that's broken, I have to deal with. So if there's an AC maintenance that needs to be done, I pay for it. If there's a water heater break, I pay for it. If there's anything with the electricity, I pay for it. Luckily, none of these things has been an issue except for the water heater. But we got that fixed. And so, yeah, everything that is broken in your house is you paying for it. So on top of your $2,000 mortgage now that you originally thought was $1,500, you also have to have emergency fund stuff in case things break. I'm telling you, they don't tell you these things, but I'm gonna be the one to tell the truth, okay? So there's things like that. The little things also is included. So for me, or well, for any house, I would assume, you have things like a filter change. So I have to change out all the filters in my house. I have a reminder today, but I have to change out all the filters in my house today. And so that's a thing. And then I had to buy fire extinguishers for my house because that's a thing, especially since safety, you know, because maybe the fire department won't get here in time. But also because I'm going to be, again, renting out my house because it's an investment property. I do need fire extinguishers here because the quick with a, you know, hurry light be available. The fire extinguishers. And then I already talked to you guys about my ADT security, but also pest control, and I pay for pest control faithfully every month. You guys know it. And now it is $68.98, I think. I don't remember that one, but because that one's a new one too, but it increased as well. But yeah, now that's what I'm paying for pest control, because I want to make sure that I'm protecting my property, because insects, they walk around for free and they just be trying to go and be up in everything. But I'm not trying to have my house having no issues with that specifically in the insect department. So that is something that I very much pay for to ensure that my property is secure in the insects department, termites, whatever it is. I do pest control and I do termite handling. So those two things. But those are some of the additional costs and recurring bills that you're going to have when you have a property. So be prepared, because honestly, yeah, that's on you, big dog. So be prepared for all of those things. So some of the things that I want to tell you guys is to let me see how long this is. Oh, it's 15 minutes. That's good. But some of the things that I want to advise you on when you're buying a house is do your research, right? So see if you want a new build home or if you want a previously owned home. There are pros and cons to both. I bought a new build home and I've been a homeowner for two years, 2.5 years. So I've been a homeowner for 2.5 years, and when I was buying my home, one of the things that I really wish I had done more was gone to the site. So as a new build, I would definitely say to go to your site every single day, annoy them people, because this is your thousands of dollars that you are going to be spending. And so when you are spending your money, you want to make sure that you get the best investment. Some of the things that I wish I had been here earlier to basically go ahead and see, because I be walking sometime and my floor be creaking. And that is because they either put whatever you know, material they had basically left over, and sometimes you never know what might be in these houses. And I'm not saying that's what they did, but you can honestly tell by walking and stuff. And then there's certain things in my house too that I'm noticing, and I'm like, oh yeah, y'all cookie cutter this part and whatever it is. So yeah, go to your house regularly, if not every day, if you are a new build person, right? Or if you're buying a home as new build, I would definitely 100% say that. If you are going to get an old build, just be aware of all the things, especially the further you go in how old the house is. Because if you are buying a house that's 20-30 years old, obviously there are certain things that you might need to upgrade or change, especially when it comes to things like electricity and all of those, and making sure that all those are good, because you never know, and your house is 20-30 years old, and that's how long they've been there. So make sure you do your research and all those. One of the things that I heard while I was listening to my mentor, because I'll be watching him and he be talking about house and stuff too, is that to go to these locations that you're buying a house in outside of the normal business hours. So outside of your 9 to 5, go to them, go to like a 7 o'clock, go to like a 5 o'clock, go to like a 10 o'clock, whatever it may be, but outside of your normal 9 to 5, so you can see how the area is basically during those time frames, because that is when everyone is mostly home. That's when you get the most sense of the community, and so you can make a more appropriate decision when you're buying your house. So mine was a developing residence. There was some duplexes around here, and then they added houses, and then there's houses being built down in another community and stuff. So do that, basically go through each area to see, hey, if this is somewhere that you want to live. And now that I know, and now that I've seen, I can be like, okay. And now that I've talked to a property manager and a property manager about renting my home and what basically people who are renting homes look for, now I have a better sense when I do go into buying another house. Because most likely, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, it's gonna be an investment property, because I've been moving my entire life. I'm a nomad and I'm in the military. I call it like a nomad, but I'm in the military too, so I move constantly. So if I ever buy another house, unless I'm retired and we plan to be like, hey, this is where we're staying forever after retirement, then I'm honestly buying another house for investment purposes. That's really it. So that's what I would do. And then yeah, my last question, I had a question for me, so let me see, just to make sure this is not gonna cut off, y'all. So my last thing is, would I change my home that I have now? I honestly can't say if I would or would not, simply because this is an investment property to me. It's not my dream home. It's not something, I do enjoy living in my house, living you know, with all the things, and I am 100% grateful and thankful, because baby, what what, I'm just a girl from Jamaica who came to America, joined the military, and you know, I have a lot of things that other people don't have the ability to have. And so grateful for all the things. Like, it hit me the other day, like, yo, you have a lot to be thankful for. And so super thankful for all of those. But Would I change my home? I don't think I would. I've just been moving so much, and I've lived in so many different places, from living in board houses, which is what this is, in concrete houses in Jamaica, you know, sleeping in a one house 3-bedroom space, because, you know, my grandma, my uncle, my aunt, my mama, me, my cousins, we all lived in the same house in the same yard. So this is, of course, I've been Americanized. And so yeah, a lot of things that I have, or not how I'm living now, I don't know if I could. I went back to Jamaica in September last year. I don't think I could do it, big dog. But 100%, a lot of things to be grateful for. And so would I be able to change, or would I want to live in another house? Honestly, I'm gonna say no. I bought this house. It's my first house. I'm thankful for this house. I'm grateful for this house, and everything that I have and I'm able to do and be comfortable, and it's giving me return on investment already, because you guys know I used to have a roommate, so it helped me in that department. I'm going to rent it out now. It's going to help me in that department, and so there's not really much that I can complain about. It just is what it is, and I'm thankful that I am able to do. That's the statement. I'm thankful that I'm able to do. And all this is a learning experience for me for the next place that I go to, or the next place that I buy. So that's it, y'all. That's the video. That's all the thing on my thoughts on the true cost of home ownership. And it's crazy. Like, would you want to buy a house in this time and age, right? So I got my iPad real quick, but I just went on the internet, and I was just like, hey, what is the mortgage rates for today? And y'all, for a 30-year mortgage, it's 7.13%. 7.13%. For a 15-year, it was 6.64. For a 30-year fixed jumbo, it's 7.40. And then for a 10-year, it's 6.5. Y'all, these interest rates is out of control. And I thought about, like, it's like, do you want to sell your house? Would you sell your house? And I was like, girl, no. Unless it becomes like I can't do it at all. I was like, no. I was like, you'll be fine. Yeah, you'll be fine. No, we're not. So I'm going to Korea for me personally, and I'm going to be keeping my house. I'm going to be paying my mortgage and all the things that comes with it. And yeah, I'm looking forward to the future. Obviously, if there's anything changed or things that I have to go through, I will definitely let y'all know. But with interest rates these much, and then how much housing costs now and all things, are y'all really interested in buying a house in this economy? That's just my question. But yeah, y'all, so anyways, it is 7-11 and I gotta get to work by 8, so I'm gonna get up off of this use of tubes. I'm gonna go change out into my uniform and then go ahead and do that. But yeah, y'all, that's basically the video. The true cost of that's basically the video. The true cost of home ownership in my eyes. And I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like the video. Leave your 2 cents with your comments down below. Subscribe and turn on the notification bell. Share this with a family, friend, or a foe, because even your enemies need blessings. And as always, I hope you guys ate. Whether that's mentally, financially, spiritually, socially, emotionally, I hope you ate. I hope you ate that 5-meal buffet, okay? That's not really a thing. That 5-course meal is what it is. A buffet if needed, and then 3 Michelin stars, because top tier, top tier, top tier. So that is it. I hope you do all things great today. My name is Aneke. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow on another video, because I'm not gonna lie, like, April, she doing it. And so there's a lot of things I'm talking about on my channel, and I am just thank you guys for all the support. Everyone that's been like watching all the other videos and stuff. We've been talking about money in different ways on this video for the month, and y'all have just been supporting. So thank you guys so much. Really appreciate it. Honestly, really appreciate it. And I'm wondering if we're gonna hit goal this month for one of the goals, the YouTube goals, and I'm just excited. So anyway, anyways, y'all, I'm gonna keep trotting along to get to where we need to be, and I just want to say thank you guys once again, and I will see y'all one more time in tomorrow's video. Okay, bye.
How you wanna do it? How you wanna get it? I'm out that, out of my mind. Can't even talk, can't even walk. Bad little thing.